following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
Welcome to the Morgan Man Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Stacy Morgan. Here on the Morgan Man Sports Podcast, we talk Atlanta Falcons news, pre-game predictions, and all other news surrounding the Atlanta Falcons.
Touchdown, Atlanta!
Also on the podcast, we talk Call of Duty League, esports, covering Roster Mania, major predictions, COD champs, player trades, and much more to get you ready for every single CDL weekend.
Scuff goes through, and Scuff snaps, wins the one-on-one in optic with the reverse sweep.
If that sounds good with you, put on your Falcons jersey, grab your gaming headset, and let's get this show started. What is going on, you guys? I'm your host, Stacy Morgan, and you're listening to the Morgan Man Sports Podcast here on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and on the Belly Up Sports YouTube channel. Guys, today we're talking about the red-hot Atlanta Falcons taking on the San Francisco 49ers in San Francisco, California on Sunday Night Football primetime. Ladies and gentlemen, the nation is going to witness the Atlanta Falcons yet again this week right here. And let me tell you, it is fantastic going into this week right here. Everybody's still doubting us despite beating the Bills. And I'm just ready to prove everybody wrong. So without any further delay, let's go to get straight into today's action. All right, guys. So before we get into that right there, I do want to quickly address something. I have been posting a lot of like crypto and high yield stock exchange kind of stuff on my X account. And I'm trying to educate a lot of people. And of course, none of this is financial advice. Do your own due diligence and risk at your own investment tolerant risk and your own personal whatever. But none of this is financial advice. But, a lot of the financial education should go a long ways, especially in the sports world where fans are gambling, everything like that. And I just want to help everybody make some money so that way they can also enjoy football and esports without having to financially worry about that Monday dreading go to work when you got some financial stability at your disposal. And so I feel like having like my links, which will be provided down below, so you guys can start investing and earning some real estate, off of e-reads, whatever like that, and not really have to worry about that Monday 9 to 5 grind. You just keep investing and stick to it. You could definitely achieve a lot of things, especially the high yield ETFs. Again, not financial advice, but I'm pretty much putting a lot of money into one right now, and it will pay me a dividend every week. My goal, honestly, is to have $1,000 per month in dividends, and I would say at least about 7% there, maybe 8 to 9. I have to do the quick calculations, but still, though, that's pretty dang good money right there. $1,000 a month in just passive income, and then my 9 to 5, I could just put that towards other retirement investments or whatever. That is tremendously powerful right there, ladies and gentlemen. So, with that being said, down in the description below for you guys to check out will be my Robinhood affiliate link and my Fundrise affiliate link. Both of us will earn some money or some shares of some stocks or e-REITs, whatever, and we start our investing journey on the right path, ladies and gentlemen. So definitely check that out. And of course, follow me on Twitter at MMS Stacy Morgan for, tips and tricks, or mostly not tips and tricks, but just financial education of stuff I'm retweeting, posting like, $5 daily on Bitcoin. And of course, as always, the Falcons and Call of Duty League esports. So now that since that is out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the Atlanta Falcons, their red hot performance against the Buffalo Bills this past Monday. So the Atlanta Falcons were not favored to win this game by any means necessary. The Buffalo Bills were actually a -3.5 score favorite over the Atlanta Falcons, but the Falcons turned that into their favor at a 24-14 win And let me tell you, it was comfortable. It was a comfortable lead, a comfortable victory. No one was on the edge of their seat with, the Tylenol PM or, a stress reliever or whatever to relax yourself after a stressful Falcons game. This is what fans has been waiting for. A Falcons team that is competent to have a huge lead. I mean, I'm not sitting here saying that it's like 28-3 kind of like lead like that, but it was still 2 scores, a touchdown and a field goal to tie things up. But we made it comfortable. We stopped Josh Allen, the reigning MVP from last season. Yes, granted, they did have a lot of injuries up front, both on offense and defense, but still though, this was a Buffalo Bills team that was projected to win the Super Bowl this year or even make it to the Super Bowl. But now they're losing momentum while the Falcons are gaining momentum above 500 now. Thank the Lord on that. But now we got the 49ers coming up. So we get back into the NFC action on primetime Sunday Night Football, ladies and gentlemen. So the previews are in this Tuesday, October 14th at 6:02 p.m. Eastern. But of course, you're hearing this, Friday. Or, when you're listening to this right now, I should say. But the game odds for the spread, Atlanta is not favored. Did open up as a +3. Now it's a +2.5 at a 68% public bet. While San Francisco is a -3 at the open, -2.5 at the current with a 32% public bet. Moneyline, Atlanta is a +111 with 19% public. San Francisco is a -133 at an 81% public bet. Over and under is a 47.5 at 68% is what Vegas is telling you to take the under. They don't really see this game going for touchdown, but they do see this being relatively high, but still not nothing just drastic. Your season leaders for offense, you got Michael Penix Jr., 1,168 yards total with 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Rushing Bijan Robinson with 484 yards, 2 touchdowns, 83 attempts. Receiving Drake London, 427 yards, 2 touchdowns, 34 receptions. Definitely not bad right there, ladies and gentlemen. Now this matchup, Falcons offense versus the 49ers defense. So we're back, baby. We are back. We are a top 2, second place, believe it or not, overall in total offense. 12th while passing and 1st while running the ball. That's all thanks to Tyler Algier with his touchdown and Bijan Robinson with his 81-yard touchdown against the Bills. 49ers defense, 15th overall in total defense, 16th while against the pass, and 14th against the run. So Bijan definitely should have a field day right here as well, like he did against the Buffalo Bills. Passing is a little so-so. Before this trade deadline, I would love for Terry Fontenot and Raheem Morris to get together and try to cook up a deal for at least a solid wide receiver 2, because we just don't have the wide receiver depth like we used to back like in 2016 and 17 with Julio Jones and Mohamed Sanu, Calvin Ridley, that kind of trio right there. We just don't have it. So we definitely need a true WR2 and possibly even 3 to really have a top 10 passing offense in the National Football League. Now, this Falcons defense is definitely going to have a challenge, I would say, coming up this Sunday against the 49ers offense. So the Falcons defense is 1st overall in total defense, first against the pass and 17th against the run. So a little bit of an improvement from a couple weeks ago when we faced the Commanders and winning, of course, against the Buffalo Bills. Now the 49ers offense is 6th overall in the National Football League, so a top 10 offense coming into this weekend as well. But the 49ers offense is 1st while passing the ball, so it's going to be a tough battle with A.J. Terrell and Jesse Bates out there and Xavier Watts. They're really going to have to be on their toes because this wide receiver core definitely is scoring and getting those yardage per after the catch. Now, where I do see this Falcons team shining is on that defensive line when it comes to against the run game. Because the 49ers offense is 30th while running the ball. So if you're going to have to force Mac Jones or Brock Purdy, whoever, I think it's Mac Jones going to be at quarterback, to throw the ball like legit 95% of the time, this Falcons team is going to win this game. Because then you eliminate that run game altogether. They can't even run the ball. But if you put pressure in front of Mac Jones, get all in his face and start making him throw a lot more than what he needs to, this Falcons team will win this game comfortably Sunday against 49ers. So that's kind of where I'm leaning towards, is always going to be the Atlanta Falcons. But I will say, with this one right here, I really give this game to Atlanta 28-18, right in there. 28-18 in favor of Atlanta. They don't really score much points in this game right here, but they don't allow the 49ers to score past 20 points either. So I really kind of like that right there. It sits well with me because this team it's like the Eagles last season. Nothing was pretty about how they won, but they won. They found a way to really get in there, get those points, those yardages, whatever, and get out. And I feel like that's what Zach Robinson with his offense is doing, now being the second best offense in the National Football League, of course, is, all right, things might not look pretty, but we got to get some points. And I feel like, again, that's what's going to happen right here. Total over and under is 47.5. But I'm going to go under with, 46 points right there, ladies and gentlemen, for the entire game. But Falcons win 28-18. And yeah, I feel comfortable with that prediction right there. So, guys, let me know, what do you think? Do you think the Atlanta Falcons can go into Niner territory on Sunday Night Football where the lights are shining and win this game comfortably with either my prediction or your prediction down in the comment section below on YouTube? Guys, let's get some comments rolling on the Belly Up Sports YouTube videos. A lot of great content creators and writers over here, but definitely on the podcasting side, let's get some comments going. Start with mine and so beyond. Past this video on the Belly Up Sports YouTube channel. But guys, if you did enjoy, make sure to like button wherever you are listening from: iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and of course on the Belly Up Sports YouTube channel. But until then, I'm Stacy Morgan. We'll catch you all later. Peace.
Thank you for listening to this Belly Up Sports Podcast Network product. Some said we go belly up, so we made it our name, and we're still here.